award-winning hammer on Thursday, March 8, 9am and 2pm. You'll need to reserve a place at your local grocery store, and then I'll see you at the pavilion on March 8th.
At Illawarra four-wheel drive and outdoor products, there's no magic, no gimmicks, just great value for money across the whole John Deere range. Like the John Deere D100 ride-on, 17 horsepower, 42-inch mower, low-effort steering and a host of other features, now just $2,790. Or the D110, 19.5 horsepower, 42-inch automatic for just $3,190. For all your lawn and garden care needs, talk to the experts at Illawarra four-wheel drive and outdoor products. Corrimal Street, Wollongong.
Try something new at Leisure Coast Fruit Market and Deli, Fairy Meadow.
The Illawarra's best source for news, sport, weather and local community events. 96.5 Wave FM.
Waves. Illawarra forecast. Rain heavy at times. Currently it's 19 degrees. Good afternoon. Jocelyn Evans with the Wave FM 1 o'clock news. Prime Minister Julia Gillard is visiting the New South Wales city of Wagga Wagga following the floods that have gripped the district. Central Wagga residents have been allowed to return home, but properties in the low-lying north and eastern fringes are still inundated. The floodwaters are now moving to other riverina towns, including Griffith. Ms Gillard says the federal government is ready to offer extra assistance.
Getting back home is the first step on a long, hard journey of recovery. It's the first step of the long slog. We are providing assistance alongside the state government to communities, including Wagga, and I want to meet with people firsthand to see how the community is faring.
Wollongong City Council is facing the prospect of possibly paying back to the state government millions of dollars of grant money given to it for Lysart's Oval. Lysart's was meant to be the home of South Coast football, but the government handed over around $3 million to help it get off the ground. However, the property has fallen into disrepair, and a government report has accused Wollongong City Council of mismanaging the administration of the funds and has called for a possible payback. However, Wollongong Lord Mayor Gordon Bradbury says it would be unfair to lock the debacle onto the new council, and in the meantime, the hunt for a permanent home for South Coast football is continuing.
There are some prospects in mind at this stage as to providing suitable fields and so on. Have to stand down to the back area, but all that is still subject to confirmation and sorting those prospects out.
Low-cost carrier Tiger Airways will set up a second Aussie base in Sydney as aviation regulators ease restrictions on the troubled airline. It'll see 3 Airbuses travelling out of the city every day to Brisbane and the Gold Coast, creating 150 new jobs. The airline is operating on a restricted schedule after being temporarily grounded over safety issues. The Coalition has labelled the government in denial after the arrival of another boatload of asylum seekers. Another vessel with 26 people on board has been picked up off the West Australian coast, taking the total to 1,200 this year alone. Shadow Border Protection Minister Michael Keenan says they'd be willing to reopen the negotiation process to find a solution.
Labor pays to have offshore processing tomorrow, yet they really need to do anything about this problem, just preferring to bury their heads in the sand and hope that it goes away. And clearly that's not going to provide a solution for Australia, and it's not going to do anything to stop people smuggling.
And briefly, SES volunteers are on standby as the Illawarra and South Coast prepare for wild weather this afternoon. A severe weather warning has been issued for the region, with areas around Wollongong and the escarpment listed as being the most at risk.
Wave FM Sport. Thanks, Larkin, with rainwater tanks and solar systems at Nearcast.
Cricket captain Michael Clark is sweating on the result of scans on another hamstring injury today on the eve of the one-day decider and the West Indies tour. Clark's concerned because he's only been back for 2 games after problems with his right hamstring.
Something to my left hamstring, strained there, I'm not too sure.
He's expected to miss tomorrow's one-day decider against Sri Lanka in Adelaide, and the Australian squad is due to leave for the West Indies on Friday. And bull-eye runner Ryan Gregson remains confident he'll qualify for the Olympics after taking taking out the 1500-metre Melbourne Track Classic last Friday. The race saw him beat 2008 Olympic silver medalist Nicholas Willis, and Gregson says the result shows he's ahead with his training. Although he wasn't named in the Australian track and field team yesterday, he hasn't given up on selection just yet. Wade's weather's up next.
Leisure Coast Fruit Market in Delhi Ferry Meadow, with the freshest produce sourced daily from Australia's top fruit and vegetable growers. And now with a wide variety of quality meat and poultry, including whole Scotch fillet, legs of lamb, and chicken breast fillet, wings and thighs. Our famous deli offers a huge range of antipasto, and there's a variety of fresh bread baked and delivered daily. We're open 7 days on the Princes Highway Ferry Meadow. Good friends, good times, great food. Leisure Coast Fruit Market in Delhi Ferry Meadow.
For your business, for your home, the best computer deals around. Now you're working better than Computer Town. We got towers, we got laptops with the power to astound. No, you won't get better value than Computer Town. Wingang's the place to be for computing happily. Yes, our service